Welcome to the world of inventions and discoveries. As the Spaniard colonized the Philippines, there are remarkable discoveries and invention happen. Buckle up for some surprising facts that highlight the innovative spirit of this era. I'm your host, Maribel Madarcas, and this is Trivia Amazing Discoveries. Now begin our first exploration with Miss Jenny.
Good day everyone! The first discovery we'll talk about is about the steamships in the year of 1848. Did you know the steamships? So the first steamships arrived in Manila Bay in 1848. They are Magallanes, Elcano, and Reina de Castilla. A steamship, often referred to as a steamer, is the type of ferry and seaworthy that is propelled by one or more steam engines. So I hope you enjoy for our first discovery.
Our explorer, Miss Jenny, discussed our first discovery during 1848. So now please join us to explore more.
Did you know who is Father Federico Paura? If not, let me tell you. Father Federico Paura is the director of Manila Observatory. He won international recognition for his invention, barometer. But what is barometer? How does it work? Have you wondered how do people know when there is a tropical cyclone before? That's the use of barometer. Paura barometer was designed to forecast the weather in the Philippines. It is made of glass, porcelain face, and wood. It can measure the pressure of the atmosphere and it can tell us whether or not the air pressure is rising or falling. Cool, right? Let's go to the exciting part. Even though the barometer was invented in the year 1886, the barometer of Father Paura is still working and found in his house here in the Philippines up to this day. That is according to his family members.
Did you know, after the discovery of Paura barometer, after a year, Rizal discovered sulfacan. Did you know what is sulfacan? Sulfacan is a wooden lighter for cigarette. He also gave this as a gift to his friend Ferdinand Blumentritt. This sulfacan works by air combustion, which help the cotton to ignite and produce fire. So let's watch this video to have a better sight on how sulfacan works.
Oh, we've got something called a fire syringe.
And what does it do?
Oh, well, I'll show you what it does. Some cotton wool in there.
Okay.
I'm just going to compress the air in it and hopefully it will. I don't know what's going to do.
Wow. You made a spark in there. Was there any source of fire, like a match or anything down there?
Well, as you can see, it's pretty transparent. There was no match in there. It was actually just the compression of the air on top of there, which was able to ignite the cotton wool that we had in there.
So you're saying if we compress air, we can make it hot enough to ignite cotton?
Yeah, because air is made up of particles, so when you're actually compressing it, you're forcing those particles to collide closer together, which is actually going to raise the temperature in the inside of that tube there.
So do you think Filipinos before are really amazing? Because they can provide their own lighter. After knowing the sulfacan or the wooden lighter, let's now talk about the transportation of Filipinos during the Spanish colonial period, together with our explorer, Miss Jenny.
Let us now explore the transportation of Filipino during 1891. Did you know the railroad? Railroad is the first railroad, the Manila-Dagupan Railway, was established in 1891. It was owned by an English company. Rail transport, or also known as train transport, is a means of transport using wheeled vehicles running in tracks, which usually consists of two parallel steel rails. So rail transport is one of the two primary means of land transport, next to road transport.
After 1891, let's talk about the discoveries after 40. Now, come and join me to learn about the discoveries during 1895. Did you know that aside from sulfacan or wooden lighter, Rizal was able to discover brick machine that can produce 6,000 bricks a day. Rizal is not just a writer, but also a discoverer. Let us now explore the discoveries with our explorer, Miss Velvet.
Have you seen a lighthouse? Did you know that Pasig River was the first light station in the Philippines when it was established in 1642? It was called Parola. The first lighthouse lower in the country was erected in the station and first lit in 1846. It was located in the North Jelly at the mouth of Pasig River in San Nicolas, Manila, marking the entrance of the river and vessels cruising Manila Bay. Looking to deck on the inland port of Manila that was then located along the banks of the Pasig River in Binondo and Intramuros.
Are you still enjoying our exploration? Of course, because our next topic is about inventions of Filipinos during Spanish colonial period. So now, let's start our exploration with Miss Algie.
It's time to explore! The invention of Filipino during Spanish colonial period in year 1565. And did you know the Manila Galleon made an annual road trip or one vessel per year and across the Pacific between Manila and Acapulco in present Mexico during period 1565 to 1815. And did you know it is the material of Manila Galleon is the iron hull and grinded bronze and movement plates. It is amazing, right?
Right, Miss Algie, it is really amazing. So now, let's talk about the next invention. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin.
Again, this is Algie Villacorte and this time we will explore in year 1800s. In year 1800s, the Bahay Kubo is invented by Filipino. And the name comes from Spanish phrase, Kubo or C-U-B-O, which means cube due to structures rectangular and appearance. And Bahay is the Tagalog word for house. Kinilala itong pambansang bahay sa Pilipinas and it is made in local materials such as wood, bamboo, nipa grass. And it is a Philippine icon and it presents the Philippine culture.
Now, let's go back in year 1846 and explore it with Miss Red.
Did you know that in the year 1897, barocyclometer is invented by Father Jose Maria Alge? He is meteorologist. He invented barocyclometer. He is a member of Manila Observatory. The barocyclometer consists of two parts, a barometer and cyclometer. The barometer bottom could alert a ship captain in a hurricane or cyclone was coming based on changes in atmospheric or barometric pressure. Then the captain could set the cyclometer's movable parts, use mathematical formula and tables to determine where the center of the storm was and what direction it was heading.
We are enjoying it and that's why we are exploring more and more. Let's now explore again with Miss Algie.
Explore, explore. Now let us explore in year 1850s 100. And did you know the bamboo water pump system? It is a system that would transport the water. And the bamboo levers are pushed and repeatedly by our foot. And to provide the water to help the Filipino farmers to maximize their return to their small plots of the land.
This time, we will explore the last invention of Filipinos during the Spanish colonial period with Miss Jenny.
So this is the last invention. Last topic we are going to explore. Are you excited? So let us start now. Did you know the Barong Tagalog? So Barong Tagalog was discovered by Filipinos in the year of 1880s. So the Barong Tagalog, a traditional Filipino shirt worn untucked and embroidered, was formalized and popularized during the late 19th century. So So this garment, while influenced by the Spanish fashion, was distinctly adapted to the Filipino culture and climate. So during the 90s, the Barong Tagalog and Barot Saya were worn as everyday clothing by both men and women in the Philippines. So particularly by those belonging to the upper classes, they also worn for formal occasions such as weddings, ceremonies, and other significant events.
We are now finished in exploring the discoveries and invention during Spanish colonial period. We hope that you enjoy our video. Again, this is Maribel Madarcos, one of your explorer today.
I am Renren Aramas, your explorer for today.
I am your explorer, Algie G. Villacorte.
Goodbye!